Good morning. Hello, and good morning, everyone. I'm going to take a few minutes now and allow people to log in. Okay, wonderful. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And you're going to see me kind of dip down a little bit because I am having trouble managing my microphone. And that's always perfect for a live video meditation. Okay, so my name is Jenny Yates, and I'm the founder of Four Rivers Counseling, or 4RC. And I'm completely and utterly delighted to be here with all of you today. And my hope for today is that we can relax, refresh, and renew together. And in case you missed logging in live, you can join me anytime. And you can also view this video online anytime. So you can relax later when it's more convenient. Okay, excellent. So what I'm going to do is invite you to settle back, relax, enjoy the comfort of where you're sitting. And I'm still getting adjusted over on my side of the screen. All right. And you may not see me looking at you directly, but you will hear my voice. And so just allow that to carry you through this workshop today. So we'll be here for about 30 minutes or less. And again, you can check in and out anytime. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting relaxed in my chair. All right. And I'm going to shut down my eyes. So I'm going to do that now and want to make a last minute adjustment to my microphone. Okay, very good. Okay. And scoot over one last time. Beautiful. Okay, wonderful. So what I'd like you to do is, as I shut down my eyes, is invite you to relax and get comfortable in whatever seat or space that you are in. For me, it's my comfy chair here, and I'm allowing my legs to stretch out and get comfy. I'm wiggling my toes, and through a gentle body scan, I'll invite you to relax and get comfy exactly where you are. Okay? So I'm starting with those toes and I'm wiggling them, and I'm moving up my feet. All right, past the ankles, envisioning relaxation. Many of my friends and clients love envisioning a warm light moving, cascading, kind of warming up the calves on up to our knees. Perfect. Then moving along to our quads. Fantastic. On up to our hips. Okay. Now our torso, just inviting relaxation and warmth and feeling comfort of being held exactly where we're at. Being reminded that the earth is here and supporting us on our journey. Okay, beautiful. Now we're moving back up to our shoulders. And what I'd like to do is roll my shoulders backwards. Okay. And then intentionally slowing down that roll a little bit. And then rolling my shoulders forwards. Okay, perfect. And now moving down to my arms. Okay, just gently stretching out those arms. Feels good to do that. Now I'll let my arms gently hang down by my side, wiggling those fingers all 10 fingers. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to extend my legs a little bit and sit back and just allow this seat, this chair, to support me. Okay. Envision that final relaxation moving up my neck. Okay. Onto my cheekbones, the tip of my nose. Okay. My left eye and my right eye, forehead, left ear, right ear, all the way up to the crown of my head. Okay, perfect. And again, imagining that warm white light cascading down from our crown and holding us, right? Gentle, warm embrace. I'm taking a deep breath in now and releasing and envisioning Mother Nature is holding us, right? Imagining ourselves dropping to the core of the earth, dropping down, down, down. Okay. And envisioning what that might feel like, the warmth of being at the center of the earth and just being held for about 3 seconds. And as we do that, I'm going to breathe in and out. So I'll take a deep breath in and release. Okay, beautiful. So now that we are here in this space at the core of the earth, we can gently invite ourselves to be reminded of how important we are. Okay? That you matter. That the same creator that made the oceans and the stars, the forest, rivers, and mountains, thought it would be wonderful to create you too. Okay? So we'll allow ourselves to just be here in this moment, feeling that support. And we'll take another deep breath in. And we'll hold for 3 seconds this time. 1, 2, 3. And release. Okay, wonderful. We'll take another deep breath in. And we'll hold. 1, 2, 3. And release. Okay, beautiful. And now we'll imagine ourselves coming up, 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 up out of the center of the earth. Okay, fantastic. All right. And imagine yourselves ascending to the heavens. We're hanging there in the clouds, feeling deeply connected by the universe around us. And we'll take another deep cleansing breath in. And we'll hold. 1, 2, 3. And release. Okay, fantastic. And now that we have ourselves nice and relaxed, I would like you to imagine yourself gently placing by the door any worries, concerns, responsibilities, fears, apprehensions, or stress. And we'll leave them right there by the door. And you're free to pick those up anytime you like, but I would like to invite you to invite any of those distractions or any heaviness to wait for you kindly by the door. Okay? And imagine yourself now gently reconnecting to your deepest inner self. And we'll start with a few cleansing breaths. Okay, take a deep breath in. Good, and hold for 3 seconds. and release. Deep breath in and hold and release. Wonderful. And one more deep breath in, hold and release. Okay, wonderful. Now I would like you to imagine yourself walking along a riverbank, and you're barefooted. You notice the sand and the mud beneath your feet. It's warm, it's a sunny day, and you imagine yourself gently stepping into the river, and you can feel the river stones beneath your feet. And now you allow yourself to float along the water, and the river is picking up pace. And you allow yourself to trust the movement of the river as it takes you downstream, trusting and flowing and moving along obstacles, trusting and flowing with the river. And you notice that you're approaching a waterfall, and you can hear the rush of the waterfall. And you allow yourself to be taken by the waterfall gently, and you're flowing and falling almost as if suspended midstream. And you imagine yourself trusting the waterfall, and you keep falling, blissfully falling, and imagine yourself being caught at the bottom of the waterfall, gently like a pillow. And you allow the river to take you back to the riverbank, where you allow yourself to walk gently across the riverbank. The sand is warm underneath your feet. You find a patch of grass and lay on the grass in the sun. You can feel the sunshine on your closed eyelids. You feel the warmth of the sun on your damp hair. And you feel the warm embrace of the grass underneath you and the soft powder of the sand. You can smell the earthy scent of the forest around you and the river flowing by. And you can hear the sound of the river as it steadily moves past rocks and downstream. It's a gentle, loud, but soothing sound that makes you think of relaxing and renewing and recharging. And you imagine yourself laying there and what your future self might be like and what they would have to say. And so you imagine yourself as your future self, and you invite that person to come lay down beside you. And you notice that this future self brings their own energy and connection and vitality to the scene. And you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And you remind yourself not to be too concerned. This future self is magnetic. It's this person that is who you are. Fast forward 5 years, 10, or even 50, that has traveled back in time to join you by the river on this sunny day and remind you of how wise and wonderful you are when life can seem so busy. Okay? So you're laying there in the grass, side by side with this future self. Okay. You're noticing that you're soaking up their energy and you're listening to what they have to share. And you ask them some advice about your future and how to cope with life's stress. So you take a deep breath in and release. Okay. And for 2 minutes, you just lay there in silence. And I'm going to let you do this without hearing my voice for about 2 minutes. And listen to what advice your future self might have to say about all the stress, all the challenges that you're dealing with right now. Okay? We're just going to take a moment and listen to what they have to say. And we'll start now. Okay, wonderful. And now what I'd like you to do is notice your future self as they sitting up now, and you're telling them thank you so much for stopping by and for all the advice that your future self has given you about your current situation. Okay, wonderful. And now you thank your future self for stopping by and how reassuring their words were. And you watch as your future self walks away, moving now gently into the forest around you, disappearing into the woods. And you take another deep breath in and you exhale. Okay, beautiful. And now you lay back onto the grass. And you're reconnecting now to the sound of the river moving alongside you. And you notice how calm and relaxed you are. Okay. And you notice how any anxieties that you might have been having seem a little bit distant now, a little bit quieter now. And you notice that breathing helps you turn that anxiety dial down a bit. Okay? Sort of like a control panel. All right? And you imagine yourself gently turning down your anxiety with each calming breath. And you breathe in again. And you hold for 3 seconds. and release. Okay, beautiful. You take another cleansing breath in. You hold for 3 seconds and release. You notice any anxiety is even lower now. If we were to gauge it, your anxiety is probably almost at a 0. So you take another deep breath in, hold for 3 seconds, and release. Very good. Now your anxiety is at a full 0. And then you notice any feelings of sadness that you might have had. And you realize that those feelings of sadness, although they're there, as they should be in your heart, a natural part of you, you notice though that the feelings of being overwhelmed by any sadness or darkness has also faded just a little bit. And you feel a little bit more at peace with any feelings of sadness. Okay? You notice that with every deep breath, you can turn down that dial too when you need to. So you take another deep cleansing breath in and you hold and release. Good. Notice the sadness isn't quite as heavy. And your shoulders and your heart feels a little bit lighter. So you decide to dial down the sadness, the emptiness, just a little bit more. So you take another deep cleansing breath in. Good. And you hold and release. Very good. And if we were to gauge any overwhelming feelings of sadness, we'd notice that those feelings are down to about a 1 or a 2. And we feel a little bit better with managing that now. And then we decide to notice any feelings of fear, feeling scared, feeling alone, or apprehensive about our future. And we take a deep breath in and we hold and release. And we notice with each deep breath in, those feelings of fear fade out a little bit more. And we take a deep breath in and we hold and release. Okay, wonderful. And we notice with every breath, our fears seem to fade out more and more. And we take another deep breath in and we hold and release. Okay, beautiful. And we notice as we're laying on the riverbank that the sun is starting to drop a little bit more across the sky. And it's starting to feel a little bit cooler now. You notice that you think the sun, in fact, is starting to set. You didn't realize how quickly the time could go when you're relaxing and renewing your inner self. Okay? And you open your eyes and notice how beautiful the sky is. The gorgeous shades of tangerine and purple, plum, gray, with the slightest hints of turquoise now starting to fade. And you notice that you can see the reflections of the sunset on the water. And you imagine how good this feels to be here, connected to nature and watching the sun going down as you're held and comforted by all that surrounds you. And you take a deep breath in and you hold and release. And you imagine yourself going through the rest of your evening relaxed and at ease, feeling energized and renewed, comforted, and ready for whatever life brings your way. And you imagine yourself carrying this feeling with you and realizing that you can tap into this feeling anytime that you have a need. Okay? Just imagining this beautiful sunset by the river. Okay, wonderful. And now, as we end this lovely deep breathing meditation, I'd like it to bring you back to this present moment. And I'm going to gently open my eyes and reconnect. And I'm going to allow my toes to wiggle and a warm sensation to move up my ankles and my calves, quads, hips, shoulders, neck, chin, cheekbones, forehead, crown. Those arms, we'll gently stretch them out and wiggle our fingers and just allow ourselves to feel renewed and restored and refreshed, knowing that we can reconnect here at any time. That the secret is that we have this power in our hearts and in our spirits, in our minds, in our bodies. All we need to do is shut down that prefrontal cortex, all those wild thoughts and stressors from life, and connect with our deepest selves, our mind, and allow ourselves to relax. Okay? So I hope you all have enjoyed this live deep breathing meditation and guided visualization. And just know that you can revisit this at any time. And I'm going to move my mic over here and wish you all very well. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. All right.